I'm trying to recall where I'm supposed to go. How do we get to the... Where am I supposed to go again to reach the pogitron chamber? Oh no, it's locked. Well, gee, might be over here. Tent of Sanctuary. Ah, yes. Okay, we are on the right track. I'm curious why he wants us to come here. So the usual thing happens. I try to fuse the weakest of my demons into something else. But in order to do that, I have to use demons that I want to keep. Which basically means that if you really want to do it your way, all the way, well, you'll have to fuse them and then pay to get them back through the compendium. Which does make sense. In some way. Whoa. So, once again, how is he able to kill them when he doesn't have the sword I have? So you have come. First, Raidou, I do apologize for my rudeness at the Three Cedars. So tell us then, what's stopping you from handing over those ancient scriptures to Raidou? One theory says that the ancient scriptures hidden at the Three Cedars elucidates the basis for the children's song you are researching. In addition, it tells the loathsome truth of Tsukigara village's history, including records of the incident wherein Tsukigara village was nearly destroyed by luck locusts. Destroyed by luck locusts? That's a new one on me. Several hundred years ago, in the feudal chapter of this nation's history, there was a prior dispute between the Tsukigara and Tento lords over the luck locusts. Outsiders had heard the rumors of an insect that can eat others' luck and confer it on the bearer. So they stole the luck locusts from the Tsukigara theorizing they could have that power for their own. But in the process, the insects escaped. Worse yet, in the process of their escape, the luck locusts consumed all of Tsukigara village's luck. Suffering misfortune upon misfortune, the people despaired. And the gate to the abysmal realm, the one which now hangs over the capital, appeared overhead. So that gate opened here once, a few hundred years back. I know the theory involved in closing the gate. What? The theory says that first, the luck locusts are produced by the Tento. The pogitron chamber is their nest. Each luck locust instinctively returns to it when its belly is full of luck. Before leaving again, they add the luck they have retrieved to the sphere. And that amalgamation of luck is what we know as the pogitron. Nagi said something about the pogitron when Dawn showed it to us. That since Dawn released the luck locusts in the capital, the pogitron's full of the capital's stolen luck. A sound theory. Nagi conjectures correctly. There is a secret art that utilizes the power of an evil god sealed away in the Great Summoner's Hall. Its basis was the gate to the abysmal realm above Tsukigara village and the pogitron. And its author was the original Raidou Kuzunoha in our nation's feudal period. The details of the secret art's process. It is all elucidated in this ancient scripture. If it really can close the gate to the abysmal realm, then we need that scripture at all costs. The appearance of the gate to the abysmal realm is a process that began in Tsukigara village. In theory, it falls to the summoner of Tsukigara village to handle. Myself, Raidou Kuzunoha. There is no need for you to act. So you're not giving us the scripture. Well, we have a Mexican standoff on our hands. You are perseverant to have come this far to the pogitron chamber. Your actions are worthy, but in the process of allowing you to continue, I would shame the Geirin name. Therein, I challenge you to a duel! The ancient scripture is yours, if you can defeat me. A duel with another Kuzunoha. It's Kuzunoha courtesy. When there's an irreconcilable disagreement, this prevents grudges from forming. Oh, okay. Each duelist vows to respect the other, even if they should fall to him in combat. But it's not an exhibition match. There have been cases of Kuzunohas losing their lives. This family is kind of stupid. Which means you're serious about doing this yourself, aren't you, Geirin? He's extremely serious at all times. I don't think he's bluffing. Very well. If there is to be a duel between Kuzunohas, then it's appropriate that a Kuzunoha see it through. I'll act as witness to the duel, even if I'm only a cat now. Any objections, Geirin? None whatsoever, Goto Doji. On the contrary, I must apologize for beginning this process. Fair's fair. This is the way of the Kuzunoha. No need to apologize. Well, they're all fine with it because they're all part of the same family. Raidou, you'll be dueling for possession of the ancient scripture. We need that if you want to get rid of the gate to the abysmal realm above the capital. I'll write down what I know of the scripture. Hopefully it will get you fired up for your duel. God, I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Since a long time now. There we go, Raidou. When you're ready, let's go to the pogitron chamber. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but Geirin may be old, but he's no slouch in a scrap. In a scrap. God, I love this jargon. Don't hold back. Yeah, this is what I like about the dialogue is just so fitting. They probably talked like this back then. It's interesting how language changes through time. Mystery of the Song, Part 2. Tei thinks the Sukigara children's song is linked to the Apollyon attacks on the capital. Sorry, I'm catching up here, so... This is how she explained it to us. Might want to reread the words in What is the Song first. Earth and Moon. These stand for the Sukigara daughter. Feed. Refers to offering a Sukigara daughter to the Tento clan. Pierced. Means the gate to the abysmal realm in the sky above the capital. The last two lines. These are talking about the Apollyons causing chaos all over. According to the young man at the Tento sanctuary, the king will descend when the key is formed. The king is Abaddon, of course, which is Hebrew for abyss. And the pit where King Abaddon dwells supposedly opens when the people's despair becomes the key. Narumi thinks all that despair caused by the locusts will allow King Abaddon to descend upon the capital. With Dawn's help, we went through the third well at Tento Springs and met a Mushibito Tento. I'm guessing by their segregation from the old ones that the Tento clan is split into two factions. Dawn seems to like the Mushibito better, saying they're not jerkwads like the old ones. The Mushibito seem to worship a master of some sort and await the fulfillment of his prophecy. It's a giant tower that rose from the ground at the Ishigami show. Was supposed to seal a huge catfish. Tei, who is up on her folklore, says the Ishigami sealed the catfish like sticking an eel through the eye. That hurts. But in fact, the Ishigami was driven into a dragon vein to prevent quakes from rocking the capital. The overall drop in luck has allowed a fiend to make its home in the tunnel inside the Ishigami. The fiend, an avatar of bad luck, seems to be affecting the sacred stone at the bottom of the tunnel. And according to the Ishigami Inari, that's why the Ishigami is poking up above ground again. Killings. Detective Kazama has asked us to help with the string of murders rocking in the capital. So far, we've figured out that each crime scene has pieces of the insect cages used to store luck locusts. Apart from that, here's what we know about the serial killings. 1. There are 3 victims so far, each killed the same way, in Mannen-sho, Ginza-sho and Harumi-sho. 2. Each victim was dismembered post-mortem. Glad I have a strong stomach. 3. Witnesses at each crime scene reported seeing a flying monster. Scripture. The ancient scripture was hidden by Geirin at the 3 cedars in Tsukigara village. According to Nagi, he wanted it to be safely hidden away due to its hair-raising contents. For one thing, it's said to contain the origins of the children's song of Tsukigara village. It's part of the folklore around Tsukigara. Akane says it's about a hero's battle against evil demons. But Geirin sees it more as a record of the disaster that Luck Locust once brought upon Tsukigara. He says it contains the secret art that can close the gate to the abysmal realm. Might be handy. And that's it. I'm gonna cut it off, and I'll see you next time.